Hello there and welcome
to the new channel.
Here to help you see
the new you.
My name is Carmine Ortega.
Dennis Calamba.
This is Nato Agbayani.
My name is Juan Lu.
I'm Chino.
I'm Trisha.
This is Apple Manansala.
This is Attorney Carlo Ibanez.
This is Attorney Sheila Santiago.
This is Angie.
This is Argamid.
My name is Dante Salama.
This is Jesse Francis Rebostillo.
I'm Dania Cunha.
Mon Mendoza.
I am Mapet Erhino.
I'm Leo Bryan.
Mike.
Nice for beer.
Sir Al Ian Barcelona.
Marvin Salazar. This is Sunny Haldons.
Heidi Lumainos.
This is Ivan Jude.
Patrick Geronimo.
Alan Perez.
My name is Erwin Ursua.
My name is Bob.
My name is Lloyd Luna and this is
Future.
The Talk.
Family Business.
The Puppet Stories.
Aftershift.
TNC Town Hall.
YOLO.
Marketplace.
The Home Buyer.
HR Hotline.
Danny Art Show.
Healthline.
Foreign Affairs.
COVID Stories.
Awesome Day Show.
Thank you.
Money and more.
Cybernext.
Women at Work.
Win Within.
Port Project.
The Big Picture.
Sometimes life lets you down and you feel that you are done. You just want a morning run because the fun is all gone. Sometimes life makes you proud when you look far and wide, when you leave the pain behind and see the brighter side. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new you. Sometimes life makes you blind and you choose something bad. You just wanna cry and hide and save your face from the crowd. But sometimes life makes you see the beauty in you and me. When you look up above, there is God and there is love. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new. We're here to help you see the newness of life. We're here to help you feel your hope is so real. You got the power to see. We'll help you see the new you. TNC gives you inspiration. TNC reignites your passion. TNC starts your transformation. TNC helps you see the new you.
The new channel. The new channel. The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following show are those of the hosts, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello there and welcome to the new channel. We are here to help you see the new you. My name is Lloyd Luna and this is The Big Picture. Good evening, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, wherever you're watching from around the world. Good evening. I really hope you're doing okay. It's Friday, I suppose. Thank God it's Friday. Let's say hi to Carmen Ortega, attending a PAPS meeting at the same time, watching TNC. Crazy, right? Hello, Paul Vincent Artacho. And si Ismael Sally Jr. is also watching with us. Excited for tonight, definitely. Glenn Chu, hello. So as I said, it's Friday, the 20th day of November, 2020. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing okay. It's gonna be a great weekend. If you're watching us live right now, please do share our live stream link. You can also organize your own watch party so that your friends, families, and associates can watch the same inspirational episode for tonight. I'm really happy to be here, and tonight will be an inspirational episode. We're going to talk about some tips and insights on selling. At the same time, we're going to talk about the journey of our guest and how he actually decided to stay here in the Philippines. So stay with us and contribute to our nation building. Yes. You can also drop some notes on our comment stream down below. So if you have some questions, suggestions, or insights, please do join our conversation, and we are going to engage for sure. You can also watch us live as well on youtube.com/PNC Now. And if you are going to watch us there and you drop some comments in there, you can get an opportunity to have a gift courtesy of Unisol and PNC. Again, all you have to do is to go to youtube.com/PNC Now and make sure you drop some comments in there. Now, if you become our lucky viewer for tonight, we are going to choose you. Well, definitely you will have this item from us. Please check this out. That's a washable face mask courtesy of Unisol. It's 800 pesos, and if you're living with Metro Manila, the delivery is on us. Don't have to worry about anything. It will come to your place. I'd like to say hi to my mom and my dad watching. They're watching live from Australia tonight. Pastor LJ Beroya Espleta is also in here. So thank you so much for dropping by, Pastor. I hope one of these days you can guest in my show as well. So Pastor LJ Espeleta, please come to the show. I definitely would love to get your insights, particularly in our faith at this time of crisis. I hope you're going to enjoy your time tonight because we brought in someone who has actually prepared long days and nights just to be here. The preparation was kind of long that I invited him, I think, last month. And it's just tonight that you're going to see him. But please be excited because we're going to talk about a lot about his journey, experiences, his adjustments, things like that. So before I give the guide to you, let's take a look at the headlines from the country's oldest running English newspaper, the Manila Times. Duterte okays advanced vaccine payments. Leonen has weaponized SE's powers. Duterte has no reason to apologize to Robredo. Private firms back equitable access to coronavirus drug. Lacson bears double budget allocations. Ulysses crop infra damage at 10 billion pesos. DTI Marikina Ulysses victims to get 2 million peso aid. Department of Labor urged to protect delivery app riders. And BSP interest rates cut to record low. Headlines presented to you by the Manila Times. For more news and information, please go to manilatimes.net or download the application at digitaledition.manilatimes.net. All right, so let us not wait. The crowd waiting. We have our guests for tonight. Mentor, sales coach, ladies and gentlemen, Malaysian-born but Filipino now by heart, I suppose, Siong Jin Hsu. Good evening to you, sir. Thank you so much for coming to the Big Picture. Appreciate your time.
Yeah. I've seen you and follow you for a long time and always wanted to engage with you. And I guess I just jumped in when I know, right? Without knowing what I think might be into, right?
Yeah, a great way to engage the first time live interview, right? I mean, we were just exchanging messages, but this time we are talking. We're going to talk about your journey, your story, your insights, and your inspiration on how our people can actually help recover from this pandemic. But I am very happy to be here. This is a long preparation. I mentioned of it because when I invited you, it took you some time to prepare. So we are expecting a lot tonight. I hope it's not a pressure on you.
It is definitely a lot.
A lot of pressure?
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. First, let me ask you how you have been doing. It's an unprecedented time in history. The experience right now is kind of different. When you first move into the country, for sure, we are in a quarantine for probably the longest time, record-breaking time. How have you been?
Oh, I always like to answer that question with a statement that I heard, which I like it a lot. Whenever I'm asked how am I doing, if I have time, I have more than 3 seconds. I would like to say that I'm actually better than I deserve. All right. Yeah. So yeah, but otherwise, I think I'm more lucky than many people around, which I know that then have to leave their job or reassign or even lose their job during this time. But I'm still happily employed. Love the job that I'm doing and the company that I'm doing. So yeah, pretty blessed, I would say.
I like the way you put it, like you're better than you deserve, something like that. I mean, some people may not appreciate it, how lucky they are to even number one survive, or if they are unable to catch a coronavirus, and then lucky again, and then if they still have the job, if they still keep the job, that's another lucky thing to have. But curious question: when suddenly the lockdown, the quarantine was announced, where are you? What were you doing at the time? It's between March 12 and March 15 this year.
Mm-hmm. Actually, 2 weeks before, actually 1 month before the quarantine that happened. What happened with my team and my company is that we already actually started testing, dry run on the working from home, because we feel that this will come sooner or later, right? But just didn't expect it to actually really hit us so soon. But we already tested our capability, technology-wise, and also in terms of skill set. Are we able to do that? So when the quarantine hit us suddenly, all right, it's almost like overnight, and we were actually, I would say, 80% at the time already ready for it. All right, we have a bit of hiccup technology-wise in the beginning 2 weeks, but otherwise it's okay. So at that time, we still work as normal, and then when we suddenly has to work from home, there's not much of a change for us in terms of productivity and what we can deliver to our customers. So yeah, pretty much that I was actually doing a normal thing, back to office, right? And then the next thing we know that, yes, we are at home now for 8 months, I think, now.
Yeah, it's kind of long. I don't know what. I don't know. No one knows, in fact, how and when this is going to end. But I have a curious question. I hope you don't mind. Many people have done extraordinarily things that they have never done before. Probably they have not been doing for the longest time, like cooking and planting, and playing musical instruments and things like that. In your particular case, I would like to ask, did you do something like that, like out of maybe I don't know if it is boredom or because you are restricted, the mobility is restricted. Did you do something like that?
I think I cook better now. So I've been actually chewing up cooking content on YouTube, trying to actually come up with different type of cooking. And I miss my home cook home food in Malaysia as well. So I do look at some recipe and how they cook and try my hand as well. So I think during this period, I definitely up my game in terms of cooking.
Congratulations. I really wish you can grab me some food over here. Let's see if you really got better at it.
Yeah, this is
Definitely.
all right.
Definitely. We're gonna talk about your insights on selling and things like that in the new normal. But in the meantime, I would like to ask about your journey. I understand that you are not born in the Philippines, but for some reason you're here and you're now Filipino by heart. Walk us through your journey, even before prior to going to the Philippines. What were you doing in Malaysia?
So I'm a Malaysian, of course, right? I'm born in Malaysia and study there, grow up there as well, right? So so I was actually I'm not really the ambitious type of person that I have actually set my goal and what I need to do. So all my dad told me was that I need to be a lawyer, right? So that is quite typical of a lot of Chinese family. Either you're a lawyer, you're an accountant, or you're a doctor. So my path is set as a lawyer. So I went through the whole 9 yards, gone through the study, did the chambering, and then after that, I also got admitted to the Malaysian bar as well, right? Something happened during my chambering that got me thinking that, do I really want to actually do this, right? So as soon as I got admitted to the bar, all right, and I was practiced for a while, I decided that I didn't like to be a lawyer. I know it's crazy.
It is. I mean, why not, right? I mean,
true. But
who in his right mind would make such a decision as yours?
Yeah, I think no. So don't take this part as a career advice, no. So I don't think. But on hindsight, all right, I guess that that didn't turn out for me, all right. Then it is not a bad thing now. I'm not suffering, all right. That in fact I enjoy what I'm doing now. But I at the time, being a professional is like you study you spend so much time on that field, you don't have other skill. All right. So I cannot go into marketing because I don't know about marketing. I couldn't go into other field like accountancy, definitely not, medical, definitely not, right? So what could I do? So I thought let's try something that really like this qualification required. So I got into sales, all right. I looked up the newspaper cutting and then I saw that this company actually paying very well. I started off with them, which is actually selling what we call the hand sharing membership.
Yeah, hold
familiar.
on. What was it in sales or in selling that attracted you at the time? I mean, for sure, lawyering is such a
Um,
wonderful
so
profession.
to be honest, at the time was like this is something that I can start without having to go back to school or get any new skill, right? So
Yeah,
and I
never.
yeah I felt that I would enjoy that, all right. So yeah, I was
But it
actually
is,
having a moment like give it a try.
but it was a different sort of experience along with the challenges because uh, you are actually in the business of law, and now you are in the business of selling. So, what were you thinking at the time?
I was young and motivated, so I thought that I could learn new skill
Hmm.
pretty fast, and I want to learn about selling because I feel that I somehow would do well. We are
Right.
bold, but that is the young me that talking, and
Yeah.
so
Like there's no limit to what I can do. I can learn it and things like that.
at that time,
Oh,
right?
yeah. So what happened when you get a job in as a salesman?
Yeah. Time sharing industry, very interesting, right? And I love the training a lot, and I learned so much about that. And that was the first time that I fell in love in selling actually. So immediately after the training, I already felt that I could actually do this, right? And I was in the industry for about 3 years. I was doing pretty well. Pretty quickly, I was promoted to a manager and then a senior manager. With a couple of companies, right? Because the field and the industry was very competitive in terms of manpower, right? In terms of skill they require. If you are good, they know it and they will actually want you to join them. Right? So I did that and I got myself promoted a few times. But then something happened. I left the industry because if you know time sharing, right, it is a very hard sell environment.
Mm.
You really push your prospect up against the wall with all your selling skill, and they have to say yes. That is the ultimate purpose of actually the whole sales presentation. Right? I did very well on that for a while. I could not actually sustain myself with that kind of environment.
Yeah.
So I lost myself there, I would say, and I decided to actually change industry, but still in sales. But I wanted
Mm.
nothing to do with time sharing at the time.
Mm.
So I changed other industry of selling.
Mhm. And then changing the industry, what basically had it as an effect on you? I mean, you're still in selling, although in different industry. Are you
So
saying that changing industries can actually help you out as a salesman?
yeah, so I did pretty well in time sharing, right? So it's proven that I could sell, right? So I wanted to just join any other company as long as it's not time sharing, right? So that I can actually start afresh from there. So I was with a company that actually selling medical device. Was a company that actually selling some what do you call that? Um, some columns in the yellow pages, those kind of thing. All right. I also have a company who actually deal with some health products which from Taiwan, all these things. For next 6 years, I was in various sales company, but I didn't do very well on that. Right? That actually impacted a lot on my own ego and my confidence in selling.
Right. Interesting. And what were the challenges when you are changing industries in selling? I mean, the impact that it has on you. Does it have an impact on the time that you have to learn the new product, how you're going to sell it, the industry in general?
So I did a post-mortem after many years, right? So just to give you a quick fast forward, 6 years of failure after in selling, right? I finally landed another job in sales, which I did very well, right? So I kind of give me on the high side. I was thinking to myself, what actually happened for the past 6 years? I didn't actually do well.
Yeah, and 6 years is not just, it's not a short time. I mean, 6 years is 6 years, right? It's a half a decade. Like, it's long.
Yes, it is very long for me at the time. It's actually quite a dark moment because you're trying to establish yourself a career and you thought you could sell, but you keep on failing, right? So it's hard, and also of course it impact the income, all these things. But
I can't imagine myself failing for 6 years and still standing up.
I thought that I would not be able to sell again, right, after that, but I was wrong. I was able to, and then I compare what happened was 6 years, and then that was actually the confidence that I have. One thing about me, I'm sure I spoke to a lot of salespeople, and it's applied to across as well to many majority, if not all, is that if you don't believe in what you're selling, right, no matter how good you sell, one day your conscience will catch up to you.
Right? I agree. Yeah.
So, yeah. So you can be really good at all the selling skill and manipulate everybody, but one day you're staying wide awake at night and you will tell yourself that, do I still want to do this? And that's where you won't be able to sell anymore, right?
Yeah.
So
that is irrespective of the product being, a premium product or how much you're selling. It's basically about integrity and honesty within yourself, that you're saying, I can no longer sell this because I'm no longer a believer of this particular product.
That's right. Right. So that was what happened to me for that 6 years. I was with various company and various product, which actually I don't really believe it. Right? But I wanted to sell it because I need to generate income for myself. That's all. Right? And the product was not good, the services was bad, the after-sales was not there, But I imagine I have to tell my customer to buy, which I think that at the end of the day, they will not benefit, or worse.
Just like you're saying, please buy this, and behind your I mean, inside your mind, you're saying, but please don't.
Yeah, that's right. Please buy the money, but don't call me after that. So there's only so much you can actually go through with your conscious, with that kind of activities daily. Right?
How do you? I mean, you can answer. You cannot answer the question. But how do you deal with the sort of a guilt that you have that you're doing it for a purpose that you think is not quite right? I mean, how do you deal with it?
I have only one thing to say. I mean, two ways to do it. One is that you fix it, right? If you are in the position to fix it, you fix it. For example, if the customer service is bad, but other things is okay, this is what actually you feel guilty about, then you fix it. Get yourself involved with the customer service and fix them, all right? Or be the advocate of customer service and help the customer to bridge that gap. But otherwise, if everything else fails, you should leave. All right? You're not going to make it in that product or in that industry or in that company. Just forget about it for sure.
All right. So, Siong Jin, I'm going to pause for a short commercial, and then when we come back, we're still going to talk about your journey. This time, after saying that enough is enough, you are done with it, and let's move forward. Let's talk about your successes when we return. So, please, ladies and gentlemen, don't go away. The Big Picture on TNC will return. Please stay on our stream. Welcome back to the show. You're still watching The Big Picture on the new channel. Before I call in our guest back to the show, I would like to invite you to watch our other shows on TNC. The Big Picture shares inspiring stories of notable personalities Mondays to Fridays at 7 p.m. Human Resources Management, the Nature Hotline, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 12 noon. The Family Business is Everyone's Business, Saturdays at 4 p.m. Live Business and Success Stories on the Fort Project, Saturdays at 10 p.m. Dubai and 6 p.m. Philippine time. Beauty Beyond What Your Eyes Can See, Usapang Beauty, Saturdays at 5:30 p.m. Time to hear positive stories from those who recovered. COVID stories, Saturdays at 10:30 a.m. Life Purpose and Turnaround Stories, U-Turn, Mondays and Thursdays at 10:30 a.m. Build and Own Properties, The Home Buyer, Mondays and Thursdays at 4 p.m. Laugh and learn from puppetry arts around the world. The Puppet Stories, Mondays at 5:30 p.m. Magbenta, bumili at tumulong dahil bukas na ang TNC Marketplace. It's an online night bazaar, Thursdays and Fridays at 10 p.m. Learn about money and more, Tuesdays, 8:30 p.m. Philippine time and 5:30 a.m. United States. California. Yan, particularly California. Two leaders in one platform, TNC The Talk, Mondays at 12 noon. Chill and Booze, After Shift, Wednesdays and Fridays at 8:30 p.m. Strategize and Win in Life through Win Within, Saturdays at 8:30 p.m. Kids, Dream, Achieve, Nurture, and Inspire. Please watch Danny Art Show, Fridays at 5:30 p.m. Learn Together Across Borders, Foreign Affairs, Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m. Because Health is Wealth, Healthline, Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Celebrate Women at Work, 9 a.m. Wednesdays. Always Have an Awesome Day, Mondays at 2:30 p.m. CyberNext empowers people and organizations to be secure in a digital space, Wednesdays at 12 noon. Know the emerging technologies shaping our future. Tech U Fridays at 2:30 p.m. Learn and know more about market leaders Tuesdays and Saturdays at 5:30 p.m. Having a well home brings you to a well life Tuesdays and Saturdays at 2:30 p.m. More about coping and coupling couple goals Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m. Catch also our TNC original shows such as One Day, a live storytelling alternates with TNC Town Hall, co-hosted by TNC founders yours truly and Apple, a show where we talk to you, our valued audience. More upcoming TNC shows that will truly, truly inspire you. Please follow our channel on Facebook and YouTube and let us help you hashtag see the new you. I would also like to invite you to join for free Pink 2020. That's positive impact on nation's change that's going to happen on December 1st. Obviously, this year, Tuesday, we'll be live here on TNC as well as JCI Makati Facebook page from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. Registration is free. Just go to JCI Makati Facebook page. As you can see, there are 4 great speakers in the lineup. I said it because I'm there. I'm part of it. It must be great, right? Because I'm there. But I would like to invite them. This event, of course, is spearheaded by JCI Makati in partnership with TNC and National Youth Commission. Of course, our moderators on the day, Dana Serrano and JCI President Joey Garcia, the ano ba siya? Vice President or President ng Rai Rai Ken or Rai Rai Ken Group of Restaurants. Okay, so we'll see you then. In the meantime, I'm going to call in to the studio, back to the studio, Siong Jin Hsu, Malaysian sales coach, Filipino by heart now. Okay, let's talk about the successes. Let's leave behind whatever didn't work for the past 6 years. How did you find your way back, and how did you start the process of sort of a rebuilding?
Yeah, so I must say that after that 6 years of miserable sales career that I have, I enjoyed a good 6 years of my sales career after that. Right? At that point, I was actually desperate, and I actually was out of a job. So I went to a friend of mine who actually is a country manager of a company dealing with an online service subscription for construction industry. All right, so they provide construction information to the industry. Right? The reason I visited him was I had nothing to do at the time. I just want to talk to somebody, and he actually we had lunch, and he was actually telling me that he was actually having this challenge where his sales staff has actually left, and need to quickly fill in position, right? So I was actually thinking to myself that should I or should I not ask? My ego was still there. He's my friend, and should I show my weakness, right? But yeah, I guess my need actually got over me. So I just asked him that, why not me? Why didn't you ask me to join? Then he was a bit surprised. He said that, you sure you want to join? It's just a normal salesperson position. I say, yeah, I would like to give it a try. But deep down, I know that I didn't have other choice, right? So I joined the company.
Yeah, yeah. He didn't have so much choice at the time. Good decision for sure. Good decision. What do you think? Did the friend see in you at the time? I mean, is it just part of reaching out and trying to help you out, get back on track, or he probably must have seen something in you then that can probably help the company as well?
To be honest, I think it's the first one that he's trying to help. Definitely not the second one at the time, right? So, so I joined the company, but I fell in love with the product actually. All right. So that was actually big turning point, if I can point out. The reason why is because I see how the product helped the customer and how the customer was actually coming after us for more, for upselling, because they have actually got the benefit out of that, right? I'm seeing all this on my with first-hand information when I go out on the field, and I make cold calls. So I know it's not a most sexy job, right? But I actually enjoy cold calling. So I did that, and I met customers, and they were happy to actually be engaged, right? And once they try the product, they are happy to actually they benefit from it, and then they're happy to actually get more out of it. That gave me a lot of confidence. But at that point, we have one small issue, which is the customer service is not up to par, right? So the customer service also bear the revenue for upselling, right? So that means that they contribute the revenue from upselling, and that part was not very good from them. So that means that new sales keep coming in, but it's a yearly subscription, so the drop-off rate is high as well, right? So then there was a bit of problem there, and that is where I said I took it upon myself that it's my mission to actually fix that for my customer. So I got my hand dirty with the customer service side, even though I'm just as sales. All right, I use the knowledge in the field and in the industry I have accumulated throughout my sales with the customer to actually help to train the customer service to be better. All right, and that actually improved the upselling and also the renewal rate. All right, then so I thoroughly enjoyed the job. All right, I didn't think of I would leave the job. I didn't think about any promotion. Right, and suddenly the sales manager had quit for personal reason. Yeah. So I didn't know that. So the company is actually with the Australia head office. I had an email and saying that I got actually recommended to actually take the place of a sales manager. So there, my sales career really picked up from there, and I was actually able to be actually because of my language capability. I mean, for a Malaysian, all right, we naturally actually speak a couple of languages. Okay, more than a couple, actually 3-4 languages is actually quite common because of our ethnicity. We are actually Chinese, and we have also our dialect, and then we also speak our Malay language, English, all those things as well. All right. So I had this, and my dad was pretty good at language as a teacher. He was a school teacher and and also a tutor after that as well. So we actually forced to learn it well. All right. So then I performed very well in terms of languages, right? And I had upper hand compared to a few of my colleagues, senior colleagues in the company. So when the company opened up an office in China, all right, I got the chance to actually give a training there to the new staff, and then later on, the country manager in China actually recommended to the head office that to actually get me to manage the sales as a national sales manager for China. All right.
Wow,
so,
great.
Yeah, so I got a break there as well, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to pause for another break, Siong, and then when we come back, I'm going to ask you now the tips on how we can help our salespeople now, especially in this time of trial. So please don't go away. The big picture on TNC will return. Please stay on our stream. Welcome back. You're still watching The Big Picture on the new channel. Let's bring in back Siong Jin Hsu, sales coach and mentor, originally from Malaysia, and now Filipino by heart. So it's been a challenging time for us. We are in a crisis, definitely. What are your insights about this? How do you think people can actually still sell despite the challenging situation, so to speak? And this is not just a challenging situation, like 1 month or 2 months or three. This is an ongoing challenging situation.
Yeah. I recognize that this is actually a crazy time of our life, right? I wouldn't say it's just challenging, it's still crazy, right? And there are people who actually really struggle. And talking about selling at this time, I think we have to recognize the trend is changing, and it's going to happen eventually, but it's because of this time actually make it it's actually expedite the whole process, the online presence of a lot of what you call that, brands, all right, products. And I say for salesperson, all right, with that trend, we need to also create our brand, personal brand, and also our online presence much more deliberate now, if you have not started. So that is where actually people spend most of their time now, because they have to, all right? These physical sales, if you look around, if you walk around, even in Metro Manila, and so many shops has closed, you look at the mall, and many shops are actually it's not open. It's tough, really tough, right? But still, there are a lot of them who actually proven that you can actually not even survive, but thrive or do much better, right? You see that they evolve, they actually change their sales strategy, right? And most of it actually related to technology. So we need to adopt the technology much at a biggest pace compared to before, right? But I would say the heart of selling should still be there. That is where you must be really happy with what you're selling, and you must be really confident that you are actually giving out enough value so that people were actually happy to pay for it. All right. So I thought that would be the call of selling in any time.
Yeah. And those who are so uncertain, I think everybody is almost uncertain because nobody knows when this is gonna stop. What do you think are the basic principles that they should follow and always take in mind as far as their sales profession is concerned?
You definitely have no choice, but you have to stay positive. You have to be the most positive person in the room when you actually facing your prospect or anybody that you're talking to, right? Without that, I think that you are not able to actually do very well. All right. The reason why is because you set the pace and you set the tone, and to recognize that means that you need to work on yourself very much. Taking example of my own struggle as well, right? When I try to actually start my own business more than I think 9 years back, it didn't do well for me. I thought I was ready by then, and I actually suffered one of the worst setback in my life, right? But because of my sales experience, because of the books that I read, and also the people that I listened to in audio, I recognize that no matter what, I need to be really positive, right? And also in the same time, I have an advantage, right? I have a wife that really, really believed in me, even though I didn't believe in myself at all. She was the one who was telling me that do this, I think you can do that. And I always tell her that, how do you know? She just say that, I know. So getting yourself around positive people as such help you a lot as well. So those are things that I think would help a person to actually stay afloat and look for opportunities much better at challenging times like this.
All right. Very good. So I have a question before I let you go. this is unprecedented time. I'm sure there are a lot of blind spots that people will need to take a second look at. My question is, despite the happenings that are going on right now, what do you think is the big picture as far as selling is concerned? What's that big picture? People don't realize and don't see that probably they should by now.
I think the big picture and big opportunity here is this. Many businesses actually have to change. They have to actually adapt, and they also have to sell no matter what. Right? The gap to fill as a salesperson will be how do you fill in this gap and bring value to this company, right? And it's not easy to sell now. It's different environment to sell. Are you equipping yourself to be that person that actually comes to this company and say, all right, you have a problem now, I have the solution, and I'm equipped, let me help you. So I think that it is challenging, but in this challenging time, opportunity is definitely here.
All right, very good. Where do they get in touch with you if they need you to coach them in selling or be a mentor to them? You have social media accounts you want people to follow?
Yeah, I think I love how LinkedIn actually able to interact with professional. All right, so I'm
It's 8 o'clock.
in LinkedIn. So yeah, definitely you can find me there. Right, I'll be there always.
All right, very good. So, ladies and gentlemen, good friend, follower, stalker, maybe. Siong Jin Hsu is a sales coach, sales mentor. Yes, sir. Sorry. Say it again.
Now I say stalker, not too many, please.
Yeah. All right. Siong Jin Hsu, ladies and gentlemen, sales coach and a mentor. Follow him on LinkedIn. Make sure when he gets your inquiry, you'll be able to help you out in your selling profession. Thank you so much for coming to TNC.
Right. Thank you so.
All right, that's all the time that we have for tonight. I would like to thank Puzzle Box PPO Inc. This show is also sponsored by Unisol, Wildlife, Mr. Rice, Aliaga Rice Supply. We'd like to thank also PAPS and PALP, along with ano pa ba? Step Back Leadership Consultancy. So, I'm going to see you again on Monday because tomorrow is Saturday and then Sunday. I'm going to see you again on Monday for another inspirational episode of The Big Picture. Again, this is your host, Lloyd Luna, and you've just seen The Big Picture on the new channel. Up next at 8:30 p.m. is After Shift. And guess what? Hey Moonshine Band, along with Sherin Regis, will be there. So if you want to hear some sort of a performance tonight, please check them out 8:30 p.m. on facebook.com/tncnow and youtube.com/tncnow. Bye-bye, everyone. I'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend.